Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to get started here. So, good morning. Thank you all so much for coming out. Those of you who are still signing in, feel free to work your way in, just find a seat for us. Yeah, thank you all for coming out. We greatly appreciate this. We're hoping to have a really great day. We got some great lineup of speakers coming in, so certainly looking forward to that. Real quickly, I just want to have a little shout out here to everyone who helped make this happen. A lot of work was put into this, a lot of preparation, and so I think it's fitting to acknowledge those who helped. So I just want to thank all the faculty, so Dr. Gerhardt, Dr. All, Dr. Prince, Coach Buxton, all of them. They were critical in this. Also, my co-chair, Naomi Tobias, who was a huge help in this. And then the three new guys, the juniors who were taking over next year, helped out a lot. So JD, Morgan, and Micah. So thank you to them. Appreciate that. We could get this started. I just want to quickly draw your attention to the back of the pamphlet here, the 7th day. You all may already be aware of what we're doing, but we got 2 morning sessions here, so one right now, and then we got one at 10. At that point, you guys are all invited to just make your way over to STEM, and we will have a lunch from 11 to 12. And we'll also have a meeting group, so most of the speakers will be there at that time. So you're going to get a free lunch, you can go meet the speakers and whatnot. And then we will start back up at 12. And we'll have three lectures there, and we will wrap up at 3. So thank you all so much for coming out. I know it's early on Saturday morning, but really, really appreciate it. And with that, I'll go ahead and introduce our first speaker, Mr. Mark Rullo. So Mr. Rullo has over 30 years of experience in the health, fitness, and wellness industry. His experience includes being general manager of a startup multi-million-dollar hospital-based medical fitness center and Northeast regional sales manager for one of the leading fitness equipment vendors. Mr. Rullo is an exercise physiologist, strength and conditioning specialist, medical exercise specialist, and certified golf fitness instructor. In addition to this, he is the owner of the weight management lifestyle center called My Fitness Kitchen, which is located in Philly, PA. He and his team at My Fitness Kitchen specialize in weight loss and strength conditioning. So let's go ahead and get a warm welcome to our
Thanks, Dalton. I talk loud already, so if this gets real loud, I apologize. I appreciate having this opportunity to come and talk to you guys. Haven't been in the industry for a long time, like 35 years now. So I was kind of back when it got started a little bit, and be able to share some of the challenge of, in case any of you are interested in the fitness industry. There's a lot of opportunity in the fitness industries, but it's not as clear cut a lot of times, especially who you're competing against, how you're going to do it, and how you want to make money, make a career at it. Because that's one of why I'm really excited about always come in and we invite interns in and work with people. I truly love what we do. We get to change people's lives, and we will do it. And I see people that come in with that same passion, but they have to depart our industry because they don't know how to make money. Because you got to eventually pay your bills. Okay, you want to have a good life. So I want to show and explain how you can do that, leverage the education you're getting, this foundation you're getting, maintain your integrity, but be able to make a very, very productive and lucrative career in it. It's not guaranteed, but there's a lot of opportunity. So that's what I want to get talking about, going through there. So one of the things I put up a lot of times when I go and speak around the country and different things for our industry, and again, don't want you to get confused with it, but we'll always accumulate a lot of credentials after our name, okay? I used to be CSCS, but I'm not all decked in that anymore. I actually used to be on the educational committee way back in the early 90s and so forth, so I used to even have that on there. But one of the things I'd always ask people is, to us, what does MS, to my clients, my market, what does MS mean? What do they know what it means? They say big deal. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that you don't want to continue to get education. Same thing as MES, medical exercise specialist. What does that mean? Who cares? When we're dealing in our industry, the fitness industry, it's what can I do for them? It's all that validates their purchase and their investment in us. But just because you have it, you can't go out there and expect them to come just crawling to you to get business. And that's the good and the bad, but that's why also you can see some inferior coaches, trainers in our industry making tons of money because they know how to market, but they may not have all that. So I'm going to talk about how we can leverage our education and separate ourselves from the weekend enthusiasts who know how to exercise, but they don't know how to program. So I just wanted to start off on that. Real quick, understanding the business. I mean, I can probably teach a whole semester on this, but just touching on some points and understanding the fitness industry. One of the things is looking at traditional gyms versus the coaching training facilities. Traditional gyms are like what you're going to see that's been always around. What they sell access. These are your Planet Fitnesses, your LA Fitnesses, your different types like that. A lot of the YMCA's. You're going to do it. You're going to come in. You're going to do your self-directed workout. You may have some trainers over there, but it's not really a training center. Probably about 13, 15 years ago was when the coaching training centers emerged and really kind of separated themselves. Smaller square foot, making a lot more revenue per member, a lot more detailed into it. That's what we are. We're actually a hybrid of that, so we bring right back into that. That, as I mentioned before, you got to be more than a technician. Okay, so what we're doing and studying every day is to be the best technician in the movement sciences. Okay, how we can help do that. But in our field, you also got to be an entrepreneur. You got to be able to market. You got to be able to create value and be able to do stuff like that. So we want people to understand you got to have that. Additionally, because the competition is so fierce, I live in Latrobe. If you guys are not familiar with it, it's a rural town as well, very small. When I opened it up in 2008, My Fitness Kitchen, in business, we look at, when you want to look at your target audience, in the fitness industry, you look at by drive time radius. Typically in a rural, you go about 10 minutes. How far can you go out 10 minutes and you create your radius? Also, from a SWOT analysis from your competitors, you can look at your competitors. When I opened up in 2008, there was only 5 other competitors in that radius, that 10-minute drive time radius. Pre-COVID, I haven't done a reevaluation of, sorry for the ones that had to fall under, there was 31 competitors. So you're competing, and guess what else has emerged from that time? Home equipment sales, everything else. So that you gotta be on there. So that's why I said you gotta stand out. How do you have a unique selling proposition? How do you separate yourself? If you are in the entrepreneur side, touching up different things, like one of the great marketers out there, Seth Godin, he wrote a book called The Purple Cow. If you guys have never read it, it's a great, easy book. You can read it in an hour. And its basic premise is, if you're driving out here, you're always in farmland. You see some farms, it's no big deal. But if you drove past and saw a purple cow, as soon as you get to class, you're going to be, hey, did you see that purple cow? They're going to talk about you. So how are you standing out? That's why you want to have the unique selling propositions. Now, the pros and cons of coming into the fitness industries. The cons, it's low entry. So you're going to come in there, you're going to hear a lot of your classmates walk into different fields, both in our disciplines of studies and other discipline studies, making higher amount of money right out of the gate. You're not going to do that here, okay? But the beauty is there's no ceiling, okay? You can make as creative as you can be. 6 figures, even 7 figures, a lot of stuff. Now even everything, problems and opportunities. COVID brought that. COVID opened up where we're now able to knock down our walls and not only be brick and mortar. So we're able to expand our services by utilizing technology and so forth. So there's tons and tons of opportunity to make a lot of money, but it's a different strategy. You just can't be that technician. You got to embrace it. Social marketing media, I personally do not like it, but it is 99.9% of every way you market in the fitness industry. So you got to be in some of that's the strategy. It's a bummer. I remember years ago I was teaching at a personal fitness training symposium down in Florida, and one of the guys was there. He was an okay technician trainer, but he was so ahead of the game, okay, in the marketing and business and so forth of that. Right now, he's just crushing it, but he's not even a good trainer, okay? He's an okay trainer. I don't want to kind of sell about it, but we got to take both of them up, or surround yourself with people that are there. The pros about it is the day never changes, okay? It's like, I personally, I've never felt like I worked a day in my life, okay, because I enjoy it. My staff, like I said, they're coming. Unless I'm going out of town or something, I want to be there. It's fun. We're in a playground, okay? We get to do what a lot of people don't get to do. Look how we get to dress. We get to be comfortable, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of fun with that. Change people's lives. Like when my target audience is, I'm looking for those people that need their hand held and so forth and so forth. When they come back and they said, you changed my life, you saved my life, you do different things like that, that's so rewarding and so much. So there's a lot that way on there. And so, but like I said, the income and potential is very low coming in, but the ceiling is endless what you can do. So that's what leads me, like when I built my fitness kitchen, that's why I wanted to be different, and that's how it brought me to my unique selling proposition. So my purple cow and so forth. Prior to opening that up, I was a regional sales manager, so I traveled and I also consulted all around the country. Even one of my claim to fame was I was hired by the White House Athletic Club to come in and teach a certain intake, lifestyle coaching to their staff so they can deliver that service to the administration. But just going around, I always felt, no pun intended, the missing ingredient was everybody was tailoring around the already fit. And we were not creating a welcome mat for the people that need our help. Okay, so that's why I went against traditional marketing strategies by not naming it Mark's Gym, because if I'd had Mark's Gym, I would get everybody like you. And guess what? You guys won't need to hire me. You just need my toolbox. You just need my equipment. I wanted to create a place where people would want what I put in my brain from all the study and so forth. So that's why it's like something finally different. So when I looked at it, like I said, what we do at My Fitness Kitchen, we create livable eating and movement solutions that can be sustainable the rest of your life. We leverage evidence-based science via high tech and high touch coaching services to keep individuals accountable during this empowerment process. So we like to be a lot of hands-on coaching, but we now leverage a lot of technology to stay top of mind awareness with them, okay, to keep them accountable to how they're feeling their body, showing up, what they're doing, and how we monitor their progress and how their body's responding. So when we look at that, our unique selling proposition and how I leverage it to separate myself from the average gym goer, gym rat, is, and how to beat it, because we're, again, in the fitness industry, we're unregulated. Those are in here who are going to go into physical therapy or something like that, that's a regulated industry. You put 10 physical therapists across the board, you're going to get consistent treatments and so forth. You get 10 trainers across the board, you're going to get 10 different things. It's unregulated. That's something that we got to work on. But how does the public, who's going to stick their hand in their pocket, know the difference? So how I want to do, only way they're going to know that is I got to be able to sit down and talk to them and find it. So I created a 2-phase intake system. So we have an opportunity. First, when you're charging services, the higher you charge. So our coaching services per month range between $249 to $510 a month, okay, that they're going to be paying for that, okay? What's also hard is a lot of times when, especially like myself when I was in your shoes entering, when we hear different prices, we put it in our perspective. We don't have to do that. First of all, we can't evaluate someone based on our pocket, okay, and their need. If they have a problem that they're frustrated with, and we can provide a solution for it, healthy-wise, it's priceless. You can't put a price on it. It's their decision to decide whether they can afford it or not. So sometimes in that processing, we undervalue our product and services because we're judging it, well, because I already know it, so that seems like a lot of money for something, but they don't. And you'd be surprised how much they don't know. So we are much more than just a workout, okay? Without a platform to educate our market, our audience, our client, how are they going to know less different from the average person who just decided, hey, I'm going to be a trainer, and they're going to out there make that money. So I personally love it when I bring in a prospect who worked with someone else, because now they have something to compare, okay? The one that never had anyone, they don't know any difference, so everybody's going to sound good, they're going to be good. But once I bring someone in who worked with someone, Now they got something to compare. I can be elevated a little bit even higher. So what we do in this, our two-phase, the number one thing, like I said, when the higher the price, that person has to know you, like you, trust you, and feel comfortable with you. You could be free. If you don't hit those four things, they're not going to walk through that door. They're not going to continue to do that. So that first phase meeting is all about rapport, creating a relationship, laying out a plan. So I'll spend more time with someone who doesn't even stick their hand in their pocket in this phase one, going all over this, because that's what I want to do. I want to separate. I actually have a hierarchy of fat loss presentation that we go through educating, because I want them walking out saying, aha, that's why I was screwing up. That's why I'm struggling. They don't understand the synergistic aspect of the weight loss, so we'll go through that. We provide that program design overview, okay? Again, most fitness centers and so forth, the trainers, they sign you up, we're just gonna go work out. We're gonna be your GPS. We're gonna find out where you are, where you wanna be, and we're gonna take that map, and we're gonna constantly monitor. So recalculating, you always hear, that's what we do as coaches. So it's vital that we do that. A lot of coaches don't want to reassess, because then it shows that you're not working. Your results are not showing. What we termed our little thing is our accountability checkup. So in our accountability checkup, that's our opportunity. We like to do it weekly. So why weekly? We kill two things with that. We do our concierge. One of the other big things is everybody wants that perfect plan. So everyone wants to write that perfect plan, and then all of a sudden, when something distracts them or whatever, they get out of it. So we'll work on it. So if I was working with one of you, and today's our week, every Saturday we're going to reeval, see how your body's responding, assess on that, so we can tweak your nutrition, treat the exercise plan we have. We'll review your past 7 days. How did you do last 7 days? You said you're going to do what? Did you do it? Why not? How about nutrition? How'd you hit on that? Did you get there? Whatever. Okay, now between now and next Saturday, what's your availability? Oh, you know what? I got a lot of work to go to. I got all of this. Okay, I can only get here 1 day a week. Fine. All right. We don't have to write the 4 day a week, 3 day a week. We work how we got to make the bed for them on that. Same thing with their nutrition. Then we monitor. One of the big things that we do is monitor lean body mass. It's an estimate, but we use two modes. We use a Fit3D. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Fit3D. Fit3D is a full body scan. They'll stand on a platform. They'll spin them around very slow, about 30, 40 seconds. They'll go around taking thousands of images. You'll then get an avatar. It'll give you a complete digital postural assessment, so we can see if there's any imbalances on there, all your circumference measurements, weight displacement of your feet, as well as they'll calculate your BMR. These are all based off of DEXA scans algorithms that they correlate with. Then we also do just a bioelectrical impedance ones to compare the two. So now that we know and we can calculate their basal metabolic rate, and we use different technology, most of them are already wearing some form of activity tracker or tracking their things. We can actually show them how they can influence their metabolism. One of the things I want them to walk away, that they're not the victim of their metabolism. You'll hear that a lot of people, I have a slow metabolism. No, you're the creator of your metabolism. How much lean body mass you have, how much you move, do you activate that lean body mass? So that's very, very critical. That's why we focus on that all the time. One of the little things that we always talk about, this was at a, bear with my handwriting. This was at I think it was 2014, National Institute of Nutrition and Aging, where they revealed a longitudinal study on sedentary individuals. And what they found, the impact of nutrition, I don't know how well you can see that on there. What they found, the impact on nutrition and exercise and so forth on your lean tissue and aging was from the day we're born to about our second decade of life, okay, right where you guys are about at. We're in rapid growth stage, okay? This is where muscle protein synthesis is the greatest. So you guys can go out, have poor sleep, don't eat well, whatever, but you're still going to grow. You're going to keep going and going and going. Then, so now you're at this point. The next probably maybe starts around 35, but definitely the fourth decade of life. Muscle protein synthesis is equal to muscle protein breakdown. So this is the glory years. Everything's working good. This is ladies out there, your moms, your aunts are say, hey, enjoy it, you wait. It's going to get a lot more difficult. They're right, but they're just not explaining why and how we can help influence that. So what you'll see then, right there, that's when it starts going down because muscle protein breakdown is the greatest. If we didn't have this happening, we'd have people 60, 70 years old as big as Incredible Hulk, okay? So this is going to happen. But our job in my field and industry is we want to help their lifestyle. We want to extend this and decrease that decline. And two things that study, what they revealed that you can do is one, how you fuel your body, okay? And the simple thing that they ask you to do, now this has nothing to do with your weight management, this is about controlling your lean body mass, is give yourself 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body mass. All right? And second, what they said is we got to look at the environment that absorbs the protein the best. Again, my handwriting, screw it with all that. So what they said was the best way to cause your body to suck up that protein and actually start repairing is resistance training. Any type of activity. Because then this is done on that. So that's why we want to have both of those going on all the time. At this age, this is kind of like on autopilot. My target audience is 50 and older predominantly. Guess what they need? So we need that. The synergy of these two are critical, okay? So we need to help them understand that. We work and teach them how to get that protein in the foods that they're already eating. And that's why that's part of that coaching on it. But we got to give them weight training. The good news is they only need 1 day a week of weight training, of true weight training. That's when you lift something heavy. Remember, something heavy is something that you can't move often. It's not whatever numbers on the particular external weight. That's a big misdeceiver. They have that. So if we can get that, and another way, I like to speak with stories and analogies. I tell the clients or whatever, this is like a husband and wife want to remodel their kitchen. The wife says, all right, honey, I'm gonna divvy up the jobs. I'm gonna go out and buy all the new cabinetries, all the new appliances. Give me the credit card. And then she goes, I need you to tear down this existing kitchen. That's the weight training. She hands him the sledgehammer. If he's all the time tearing down the kitchen and it's empty, it's all demolished, but she doesn't go out and get the fuel, the materials, it's not gonna have the finished product. Vice versa, if she's constantly getting the materials, but they don't create the new room for the new it doesn't work. So the synergy of these two are critical. And that's why we have to understand, we have to have some foundation of nutrition and be able to work with it, but teaching that, and then they see the value of lean body mass, how that's going to affect their metabolism, how they're going to be able to be more functional, teaching all that. Again, at the different age groups, as you get older, it's lifestyle function. One of the biggest indicators of nursing home residents is lack of hip strength. Okay? I used to sell all equipment and so forth, and we see all these, and I'm going to use the term, I don't know if you guys, the Nautilus equipment, the machine equipment, where you're basically training people to be strong on their butt. So we're preparing them to be in a wheelchair. 80% of the training when we go through the periodization is always going to be on their feet. And that's why we want to do that, because that's more functional. We'll get into that as well. So that's a little bit of the stuff that we do. Try to be a little bit different with it. So yes, what about nutrition? This is tough, and if I step on any toes here with the university here on it, it's like I do this with our interns, okay? I just had an intern from IUP, and it's a little risky, but we have our fit classes, which are going to be, highly metabolic. You're going to be pushing it up to your anaerobic threshold, so you're going to be using a lot of sugars. If you're not properly fueled, you're going to be prone to possibly a hypoglycemic reaction where you're going to throw up or puke, okay? So when we bring in new clients that are going to come in the workout, we talked about how you're going to properly fuel to come out and work out. We can't work out somebody if they're not properly fueled. But I don't tell my interns when they do their first workout, and particularly the guys, I'd say 9 out of 10 of them always throw up because they didn't eat right to properly come in. And I said, would have been helpful if I had talked to you about nutrition? They go, yeah, but at least at that school, they said, you're not allowed to talk about nutrition. We have to talk about it. We teach movement. A car does not move without fuel. We got it, so we have to have that back and forth. So yes, we do that, and we also do talk supplements. I was the most anti-supplement person when I left Penn State in 1990, okay? That was my undergrad there, because that's what I thought. Then I got in the real world, I saw people I don't have a discriminative taste bud in my mouth. I can eat anything you throw at me, but 80% of the time I'm eating the same stuff. So I'm getting abundance of vitamins and minerals from those things, but I'm neglecting a lot of other ones just out of the stuff that I eat. So we need to have some essentials, some optimals, and some conditionals, but there's got to be a strategy around. And interesting enough, a study by IRSA, which is a commercial organization for health clubs, I forget, it was a while ago, but 69% of those who hire a personal trainer coach expect some type of nutrition and supplement adaptation. And 70% of them are already taking a multivitamin. So we should be responsible to, one, make sure they're taking a safe and effective one, and why not make money in the process of doing it? Okay, so you have that. So we do go over that as well. So now what I want to talk about is just from the exercise part. We obviously have our nutritional coaching, we have our different things, but in the fitness industry, the two lines of coaching where we make our money. One is our semi-private. You want to be in that semi-private. The one-on-ones are just, you can't charge enough for the amount of time, or you're going to have to work 80 hours a week if you want to do it. So semi-private allows us to scale, service more people, price competitively, and make more money. On average, my coaches make as little as 25, as high as $65 a session when they're doing a 2 to 6 on 1. So the whole point of these sessions is this is where the personalization is allowed and instruction of a technique with appropriate progressions, regressions. You know, and typically our anatomy, depending on what they're doing, we're always going to do a dynamic warm-up, mobility, and foam roll. We're going to do our prehab when needed. If somebody has some, knee issues, maybe we'll do some terminal knee extensions. If they got some rotator cuff or whatever, we'll maybe do some different things like that. We'll do our power transfers to get them going. We'll do some basic strength and core, metabolic finish, cool down, recovery. Okay, so we put that all in there. That's where we do a lot more coaching, a lot more higher risk movements that we can put our eyes on. Then you have, this is what you typically see like at the Orange Theories, the CrossFits, the different things like this, is the group workout. And we're going to do one at the end of here. I'm going to put you guys through a 9-minute one real quick and go through. But this is a metabolic, or we like to use the term loaded cardio. When you are controlling your rest intervals under a minute or less, it can't be weight training. Only time it is when you're dealing with someone acclimating to exercise. They're getting everything. But if they're a regular exercise who's been doing it a while, we're training a different energy substrate. So it's really just nothing but loaded cardio. So the objective with these types of workouts are to increase heart rate, improve cardiovascular fitness, mobility, and balance. It's not resistance training. That's the hardest thing, because you will be using dumbbells, kettlebells, bars, or whatever, so they think they're checking the box off for resistance training. That's not. That's what we do in our semi-private. So that's what we're going to have that. Simpler movements, the better, okay? Because one, you're coaching a larger amount of people, so it's easier to coach when it's not as complex. You don't have to have as much instruction. Leave the more difficult movements for the training sessions. Movements that are dynamic, multiplanar, and can be progressed and regressed easily. So those are the ones that you want to do. I'm going to have 3 of them that we're going to do with your own body, and you're going to see how simple it's going to be. And this is a lead generator, because you're going to have a fixed revenue that you're going to make off this, but this is a lead generator. So if I'm working with someone, or my staff's working with someone, and they are showing struggles with movement or whatever, you can go up to them and coach them and say, hey, I'm going to regress you here, but you could probably help. Then you could send them to one of your semi-privates. In the old days, when it was always one-on-one, you want to demo your service or something, you have to give away your time. So if I'm already training 3 people on Tuesday at 9 a.m., I could say, hey, Susie, you know what? Why don't you join me? This one's going to be a session on me. It's normally, $60 a session if you were jumping in, but I'm going to give it to you free, so I'm keeping the value in her eyes. I'm already doing the work anyways, and I'm just going to customize it for her and make it fit, and I'll regress and progress the movements of it, where we're going from it, and now she's going to give it a try. Now, those other 3 that are in their group, what are they? They're third-party experts. They're not going to say, why do you come in here? You're going to hate it. They're already paying. They're sticking their hands in money. So they're going to give you the endorsements you need, and you're likely to turn them into it. So you'll be able to increase and start building your business that way. So when Hayden asked me to come in, and I got online, looked at your thing, you guys have in the exercise science, I pulled it from your website, you have these 7 areas of concentration. So I don't know if any of you guys are in the fitness side or whatever you want to do, but you're either looking at pre-physical therapy, pre-occupational therapy, athletic training, personal training, strength and conditioning, physiological sciences, and coaching. When we look at all those concentrations, what does it have in common? Movement. Okay? That's everything. So what is common? Can you coach movements? And that's this is going to lead us into our hands-on stuff. We coach 7 primary movements. Okay? We got an upper body push, a knee dominant, upper body pull, hip dominant, rotation, anti-rotation, and carry. So if I'm working with somebody once a week, I'm going to make sure I hit all those movements. If I got a gym rat that's coming in 4, 5, 6 times a week, we can split those movements up, because again, with weight training, when we're truly tearing down a skeletal muscle, 1 to 2 days a week is all you need. Because when do you grow? When you're not working out. Okay, so that's you put that all into your program. So we look at all those different movements. This is the thing that I really want you guys to take and understand, is what it takes to be an expert. Okay? If you look it up, to master something, whatever, it says to be a master, it takes anywhere to 6 to 10 years or 10,000 hours to do it. Just recently, in our line of work, you're going to be required to be CPR certified, CPR and AED certified. You're going to do that, hopefully never, ever, ever have to use it, okay? But you want to be able to do that, because when that happens, it can scare the crap out of you. 2 weeks ago, I'm 53 years old. I've been CPR certified since I was 14. I had to do it. I had to save a guy's life, okay? I'm not saying I'm an expert, but having to do that year after year after year after year after year, when that came, made it a lot better. So practice, repetitions, repetition, repetition, work it. Same thing's going to come out here. A lot of times, as much study as you guys are going to do, get involved. If you're not working out yourself, start now. That's one way you can start building your practice. If you are working out, start volunteering or finding places where you can coach it and demonstrate it. That's going to make a big, big difference as you get here. And that's why I'm going to come up. I'm going to pull a few people up. Dalton, start giving me a couple. Think of me maybe 2 or 4 names. Just go 2 first. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll go 2 right now. So you guys are the lucky 2. You're going to come on up here. We'll have you right anywhere up here. One of you are going to be a subject. The other one's going to be a coach. Okay? You're going to coach it. So it's like you graduated and you're going to go work out and you're going to have to do this. Don't worry about it. I do this with every new hire that I get. This is my assessment, just as we assess our clients where they are so we know where to go. As for my staff development, this is where I see, okay, where do I need to work on? If they're a technician, I don't have to do that. I help them learn how to build value skills to make money. But if they know how to do that, but they're not a technician, I got to work on that. So just real touch on that. So questions you want to ask yourself, when you say you're willing to do anything to be successful, are you willing to accept that you may not be good at it right now? Okay? Again, I was you guys 1990, so before you guys are even around, okay? I was proud as hell as the way I was leaving Penn State as a coach. I'd be embarrassed if I was still doing what I was doing back in 1990 today. So we're always learning, always growing, always getting better. So you got to practice your skills endlessly and be patient and recognize it will take time. So, a great quote from Ben Franklin. Tell me, I'll forget. Teach me, I'll remember. Involve me, I'll learn. So we're going to involve these two. They're going to get it. This was something I got when I was in undergrad. Every lab, we always had 3 people as a group. One had to be the subject, one was the tester, one was the evaluator of the 2. And we constantly rotated. You never got a chance to sit on your hands. So you had to get that. So if I just picked a couple hands-on, learn by doing. So in a semi-private, some couple movements, what we're going to try to do, I'm going to have them demonstrate something. Who wants to be subject first? Who wants to be the...
I'll be subject.
Okay, so you're going to coach. I want you to coach. We have, we'll use either dumbbell or that dowel rod as a pretend like it's a weight or something. We're going to do a single arm, racked, dumbbell squat to overhead press. Then we're also going to go back and look at those movements. What movements are we getting with this? Can we do this? All right, so go ahead. If you're like, I don't, it's okay, it's fine, then I'll step in. But if you do, I'll let you go. Okay, you good to go, or you want me to step in? Okay, so this is my thing on it. Okay, even just teaching like regular, I'm gonna throw Hayden out when he came in, and he started taking over extra help and teaching spin class. It's one thing when you lead a class, you're like, I could do this. That first class, when you got to go out and actually now lead, exercise leadership takes a lot more practice. Okay, so what we want to do, so single arm racked. Do you guys know what I mean by that? Single arm, it's going to be in a rack position. You're going to do a dumbbell squat, so we're going to be going down through there, and we're going to go up overhead press. So what all movements are we hitting of those 7 movements? Yep, so we got upper body push, anti-rotation, because now when you don't have symmetry bilateral, your body's going to want to rotate. So now we got some anti-rotation. So, and we got a knee dominant with the squat. Okay, so you see how you can sometimes put a lot more into it. So, in your name, I'm sorry?
Alex.
Alex, Mark, nice to meet you. Grab the dumbbell. Now, normally we would do a normal functional assessment. So go ahead, put this, square yourself off. Okay, put it in a rack position, drop that down. Okay, we're gonna have you just go up and down a couple rates, and I'm gonna walk around, look, go press up overhead with it, all one motion, go down. So as a coach, I want to walk around, look and see where he's doing. We're again looking for gross abnormalities. We're not going to be now. If Yo's going to physical therapy, you may look for a lot more. He has a little bit of a butt weak on the bottom down there. Keep going. Yep, you see how they drop it down? So he's pulling it through there. So looking on that. A little bit abducted, a little bit wider with things. Not too bad. So I don't see nothing that I need to pull back. We could do it. I got stuff that I want to work on. Now I got the movements on there. So now we're going to do the next one, bilateral deadlift. We'll use the dowel rod. Alex, you're going to coach that. And I'm sorry, your name? Mara, you're going to be the subject. See what you can do, then I'll step in.
All right. Well, I definitely know what a deadlift is, but whenever it comes to bilateral, is it like? I just need a little bit of explanation on that.
Well, we're going to use, why don't we make maybe the dowel rods. Bilateral just means both arms, but let's go do it with the both dumbbells. What is the primary movement of a deadlift? You're doing it, but yeah, what is it? It's hip dominant. So a hip hinge. We're going to do a hip hinge. Yep. So it's okay.
All right, Mara, ready? Feet forward. Shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider. We'll go down. We'll try to keep your legs straight. Bend it back a little bit. Pick it up. Bring it up like this. Exhale. Breathe it out. And back down.
Okay.
Want to switch arms? You can do that too. Want to do that? Ready?
Okay, well, I'll let you continue to grab both of them. Go first of all, and set them sideways. This is going to be hard because they're lower. Normally they're going to be higher. Step through there. I don't want to lose these things. Yeah, so they're on your heels. What you want to do, you had that a little bit farther forward. So you had a little bit too much forward flexion like there, so you keep it a little bit more tighter. One, I loved your coaching, as in your voice projections, everything you went through with it. But I would say step through a little bit, go have them so you have them hammer side on the dumbbells on the side of your hands. Yep, there you go. So this is bilateral, okay? Remember, so this is unilateral, we won. So we could, as we were racked there, we can go down to the carry and do that same thing and get more anti-rotation of that. But this is a little bit unstable. If I go to a fixed bar, I can do more weight because it's more stable. So as you add stability, you add resistance. When you take stability away, you're probably going to have to download on that external resistance. So go ahead. You can keep coaching her on that.
All right, ready? Bend down.
That's it.
Go down. Pick up the weights.
Alex, do me a favor. Face that way and do that again. Okay, a little better, but don't go to the floor because you won't be picking up a plate on the floor, so you're going down. Okay, he's good now. Before, I don't know if you couldn't see it before. He looked like a turtle. He had it back there, but so we can see that. And what you can see, look at the number 4. He looks like a number 4 right here. So that's the nice little things. Use your biofeedback things when you're coaching. They can sit that position. Now he's going to squeeze his butt cheeks and pull belly button and spine as you stand up. Good. So you guys are familiar with compounded movements and single joint movements. What's the single joint version of that? RDL, Romanian deadlift. So you got that. So once you understand those movements, love that. All right. We're going to have you coach again. I'm going to keep you doing the subject. Renegade Road, dumbbell Renegade Road. What is the primary movement exercise we're trying to train on that? Primary. Well, we're going to use a pull. Because remember what did I say earlier? When we take stability away, it makes it less weight, so it's going to be less of a pull. So your limiter is going to be your pulling. So you know what I mean by the Renegade Road? I know the road. I don't know the road. It's when you're in a push-up position with the dumbbell. Okay. Okay. And then you're going to do the row. There you go. Okay. So what do you think is anti-rotation with the core? Okay. So I want to keep that there. So how do I give him, if I see his hips moving, how do I regress it for him? One, I can take the weight off, but I'll say make a bigger tripod, widen your legs more. Squeeze your butt cheeks, squeeze your quads. Good. Now row. See how he's not moving? So now I can progress him by move your feet in. Go in, keep going. See now he can't rotate. So I didn't even have to manipulate the weight. So there's multiple ways we can progress. Resistance training in the semi-private, it's all about progression, a progression of overload, but it doesn't always have to be the weight. It could be your base of support and all that, but we're getting on that. Finally, the Turkish get-up. You get to be the subject this time. Have you done that one? All right. Well, then both of you guys are going to do it then. You both lay on the floor. I'll coach it. Have you guys done the Turkish get-up? Okay. It is, personally, I'm going to dance back and forth on this. I hate our industry when they say the best exercise, but if I was going to say one of it, I think it's it because it's the most humbling and it gets probably one of the most, if it could almost check off most of the movements if you wanted to modify a little bit of it. So you guys are going to lay flat on your back. Okay, we're going to take our right arm to your side, 45 degree. Put your palm flat. Okay, now you're going to take your left leg up and bend it so your feet's flat. And then you're going to take your left arm, point it up to the ceiling. Make a fist. Always look at your thumb. Put your right hand palm on the floor. There you go. So you're going to do this segmentedly rather than fluid. So what we're going to do, we're going to punch the ceiling. And as you punch the ceiling, never take your eyes off your thumb. You're going to go up on your elbow and push off your left heel. Go ahead. Oh, keep your arm straight. Punch the ceiling. Reach up. Punch up. Go up on here. Go up on your elbow. Keep looking up. Okay, good. Now, keep reaching, punch the ceiling, and go to your right hand. Go up on your right hand. Up, 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 up. There we go. Good. Keep going up. Now swing your right leg underneath you. There you go. Hold back. Straight back behind you, not to the side. Back here. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Looking at your thumb. There you go. Okay, now lean. Do a side windmill over to your left. To your left. To this left. There we go. Okay. And you're going to go back down. All right, I'll do my best with this on, okay? But you can see how complex it is, okay? But we're doing it. I'm working these with, well, I'm 53. I'm doing this with 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, and all that because they got to get up and down off the floor. So let's see how well that comes on there. So again, you're in the position. If I go this way, my first movement, I'm going to punch the ceiling, go up on my elbow. Second one is I'm going to punch and just get up right in this position. I'm ready right here, and then I'm just going to hip push up. A lot of we just start right here, okay? And they may not be able to move to this just, so we regress everybody. Everybody at least does this. But then if we can, we keep that up there, do that hip glute thrust, pull back underneath, side up, step up, constantly looking. That's why you're going to be holding a weight. Then you reach back down, reverse it, pull it, back down. I could be doing punches with that, with weights and kettlebells, all that, so we get a lot more. So you guys get the idea. Okay? But my point of bringing this up and bringing you guys up, you guys are good, is that was awkward for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay? That was the point, okay? Get practicing it, do it yourself, okay? If you can't do it yet with yourself, you're not going to be able to coach it. And we do everything, everything we do in our field is something centered around some type of movement. So you got to be confident that you can do movement, assess it, look for imbalances and so forth. So now I'll have you guys stand up. I want you guys in 3 rows. Separate yourself in 3 rows. Dalton, how am I on time? Okay, that'll be perfect. So I'm going to give example. So this will be, I need a section for group A, a section for group B, and a section for C. Spread out. Come on up, spread out. So, does everybody know how to do a body squat? Okay, so I can progress it. I'm going to show you. Spread out, come on up, move whatever you can. Give yourself your space. If you're in group A, you're always going to do a body squat first. Then when I say move, you're going to do a hand-free push-up. You guys know what I mean by a hand-free push-up? No? Okay. Yeah, you lay flat and pull it up. It just prevents, because you'll see a lot of people, when they do, if they don't, they'll be going like this kind of stuff. So now you got to come down, up, okay? Keep that core in there. Then we got the burpees. Remember I said the group training is for metabolic work in your heart. 2 things your heart hates, up and down and being a crab, okay? You do that, that's why you do a shuttle run, it's a lot harder than a mile run, okay? So we can do a lot of stuff. I'll coach around. So if you're A, you're always doing this first, this second, this third. If you're in the middle row, you're starting with push-ups, doing burpees, and then finishing with body squats. You guys over here, you start with burpees, body squats, and then hand-free push-ups. I'm going to do a periodized work-rest ratio for a 9-minute workout. Be careful. I know you guys aren't warmed up and so forth on it. You can get the music started with them. Any questions on these movements? Any questions? So again, you guys, so what I'm going to do, we're going to work 1 minute, okay? Well, we're going to work 50 seconds. I'm going to give you a 10-second break. Then you're going to go into 30 seconds work. I'm going to give you 30 seconds break on that second one. Then you're going to go 40 seconds, then 20. Then we're going to go again. I'm going to start on the 30-30s, but you again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's how you're going to get it. We okay? You got your space? All right, here we go. You can crank up that music. Here we go. Let's get some energy in here. Group A, body squats, hand-free push-ups, burpees. Here we go for 50 seconds. Go. Crank that music up. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Hands down, elbows down. Go. Elbows down behind the knees. Here we go. Come on, get those reps. Come on. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Let's go. Okay. Come on. Looking good, looking good. Burn those triceps. Come on, burn those triceps. Come on. You got it. Come on, people. Halfways. You're halfways on 1 of 3. Come on. Let's go. This is your morning coffee. We got it going. Come on. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Time, 10 seconds, get ready. A, you're doing the push-ups. B, you're doing the burpees. C, you're doing squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, come on, pick it up. Only 30 seconds now. It's only 30. That's it. Down, up, down, up. If you got it, you can jump. You can jump. I can progress you. You can go up and down with that. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. That's it. Always down. Pump them up. See how many you can get in there. See how many you get in there. How many push-ups can you get? Burn those tries. Come on. Time. Now you get your longest recovery. You're getting 30 seconds recovery. 30 seconds. Group A, you're going to burpees. Group B, you're doing body squats. Group C, you're doing push-ups. You got 15 seconds. Get yourself ready. Again, I'm just training your heart, moving you up and down and back and forth. 10 seconds, get ready. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Come on. Yeah, we got them. They can hear themselves breathe. Come on. Looking good. 10 down, 30 to go. Come on. Good form, good form. Reach up, body weight squats. Reach up to the ceiling. Add it up. Guess what? When you take those arms above your heart, you increase that heart rate a little bit more. Guess what? No high impact right there. You're doing good. Keep going. Come on. Come on, people. Come on. Time. 20 seconds break. We're going to round 2. We're starting at 30-30. Again, Group A, you're back to body weight squats. Group B, you're back to push-ups. Group C, you are on burpees. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 30 seconds. Come on. You get your long rest. Here we go. So now you, by me periodizing your work-rest ratio, you can't think and try to judge your rest. I'm going to work you guys. Come on, keep going. Here we go. Come on. All right, legs are looking good. Now push them faster. How many faster? There you go. There you go. Quicker, quicker, quicker. Come on. 10 seconds. Come on. How many more can you get? Push them up. Burn those tries. Come on. There you go. Come on. Come on. You got it. Keep going. Keep going. That's it. Time. 30 seconds. Group A, your push-ups. Group B, your burpees. Group C, your squats. Get it? This is your longest recovery of this round. Enjoy it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. Come on. We can see a little quicker. Come on, let's get a little quicker on those body squats. Come on. Burn those quads. Burn those quads. Come on. Nice, nice. Burpees over here. Halfways, halfways, halfways. Push-ups. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Faster, faster. How many can you get? How many can you get? Come on. Looking good, looking good. Simple movements. Controlling the work. Controlling the rest. I'll get your heart rate going. Time. All right, now here comes the big one, 50-10s. 50-10s coming up in 15 seconds. Group A, you're doing burpees. Group B, you're doing body squats. C, you're down to the push-ups. All right, count them. How many you can get in 50 seconds? Let's see what you do, guys. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! 50 seconds, come on. Come on, there we go. That's it. That's it. Burn them out. Come on. I want to see those tries cry. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Faster, faster. Always down, always down, always down. That's it. Come on. Oh, yeah. Quicker with the bodyweight squats. If you're feeling good, you can take it. You go high impact. Go off the ground. There we go. Come on. Looking good, looking good. Come on. Keep going, keep going. Those tries will start to fill it. Come on. You're almost there. Up and down, up and down. That's it. Reach up high. Come on. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Time. Final round coming up in 10 seconds. We are starting with 30-30. You're going to give me 30 seconds, but you're going to get it. 3, 2, 1. Group A, body squats, push-ups, burpees. Go. 30 seconds. Come on. Come on. Shortest work, longest rest. Here we go. Shortest work, longest rest. Enjoy it. Come on. Time! 30-second break. All right, we're moving. Group A, push-ups. Group B, burpees. Bodyweight squats. Here we go. You're going to be doing 40-20s. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 40-20, come on. All right, let's go bodyweight squats. Come on. Up and down, faster, faster, faster. Stay on your heels. Touch the floor, touch the ceiling. Touch the floor, reach for the ceiling. Touch the floor, reach for the ceiling. There we go. Quicker, quicker. You got it. Come on. That's it, that's it. Burn them out, burn them out. Come on. You guys are finishing strong, finishing strong. Come on. End time. Final one. Group A, you're finishing with burpees. Group B, body squats. Group C, push-ups. We're doing 50 seconds and 10. Best part of the workout. Last set. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Come on. That's it. Burn them, burn them, burn them. What can you get? What we can get. That's it. That's it. Touch the ground, reach the ceiling. If you reach that ceiling, go up on your toes. Go up on your toes. There we go. That's going to now you just raise your center of gravity. You're going to use your core a little more. Touch the ground, touch the ceiling, body squats. Come on. Come on. Halfway, 25 seconds. Let's go. Come on. Looking good, looking good. And time. All right, there you go. Just real example, 3 simple movements. I got my heart rate up. I could coach how many people at one time. This is how the boot camps, Orange Theories and all that, they keep simple movements, do that kind. They charge people $5, $10, look how much you make. And I got people's heart rate up. It's relatively safe. Most of it's low impact. I can actually regress the burpees where you're just going down and up without increasing the impact, but you have the ability to coach. But the bottom line is bring energy, take charge of it, walk around, be able to see what's going on there. That's pretty much everything. And let you guys on that. I want to just give you a little bit of experience with that. My information's up there. If you guys ever have questions, anything about it, I'm always there to be helpful the way I can, because again, I think we have one of the best disciplines out there, what we're learning, how we can change people's lives. So embrace it, never stop learning, continue to grow, and I appreciate having this opportunity. So thank you, guys.
All right, guys, just so you know, we're going to do like a quick transition. So this is a few-minute break here, so you guys can chill, and we'll jump right into this.
Oh. Sorry about that, went a little longer.